So the first thing I did was take almost like a white kind of eyeshadow and put that on the inner part of my eyelid. Then I took a medium blue shade and put that in the center of my eyelid. Then I kind of blended that a little bit. Then I took a very dark blue shade and put that on the outer part of my eyelid. And blended it all together. Then I took black eyeliner and lined very close to the lash line on the upper lid. Then I took a blue eyeliner and went just underneath where the black was, right next to... Actually, just kidding. I went above the black line. Don't listen to me. I went above the black line, not beneath it. Keeping the line as small as possible. Then I took black eyeliner and created a wing coming out from the line on the lid. Then I took blue eyeliner and went over the top part of that wing on the outside. And then I took black eyeliner and lined my bottom lid. I then took the blue eyeliner again and went from the outer corner of the lower lid just to about the center where the iris is. And that was the finished part of the eye makeup. Then I took some Sephora foundation and some MAC foundation. I think I used 1 pump of the Sephora and 2 pumps of the MAC and mixed that together. I have an extremely hard time finding foundation in the correct shade. But as you can see, that looks like it was about the right color. And just blend that in. I didn't really conceal anything this time. I probably should have, but don't judge me for that. And then I didn't have enough, so I mixed it again. The second time, I think I only put 1 pump of the MAC, but I should have maybe done 2. I don't know. I literally was experimenting. Since the focus wasn't on my foundation, I kind of wasn't as precise with that as I can be. Also, this looks super shiny on camera. That's so attractive. Then I took a super dark concealer to contour with. Again, don't judge because that wasn't the focus. I just did my cheeks and my chin, I think. Yeah. I didn't do my forehead or my nose. I should have done my nose, but too late. And then I just blended that in. Then I took an extra light concealer and used that to highlight. I think I only did the top part of my cheekbones. Also, I don't know why I applied it like that, because normally I do dots. I don't know what was wrong with me. And then I just blended that in. And then I think one cheek didn't have enough on it, so I went and put more on. Yeah, there goes my right cheekbone. I also now, after the fact, see I could have blended under my eyes a little bit better, but again, don't judge me. And I took some of that lovely airspun powder and set my extra shiny face, because that was too shiny for my liking. I just patted that in all over and took the shine right away. Then I took some CoverGirl blush. I don't know which one that was. And I just put that on my cheeks. I don't think I used any highlighter for this, because I turned around and put paint on, so. So I had bought, what brand is that? I want to say it's Wet n Wild. You can watch me struggle to open it. But it was like a eyeshadow stick thing. I don't know. But it was blue. And so I used that to draw a couple lines on my chin, as you'll see. You kind of don't see me draw, but I went in the middle of the center of my face first, and then drew two coming out from that. Eventually I decided it wasn't blue enough, and I ended up putting eyeshadow on top of it, but it was a good base to start with. Then I took the same thing, same brand, and it was white. Again, same thing. I started putting it on, and it was mixing with the foundation, so I put white eyeshadow on top of it. Again, should have opened that before I started this video. But in between the lines I made with the blue on my chin, I put some white in between them. You'll see there's kind of turning tan, and that was not what I wanted. And this is where I decided to put eyeshadow on top of it, because it was not the color that I wanted it to be. And then I should have applied that with some brushes, but I was making this up as I went along, so. Yes, I'm aware my hands are a different color than my face, but we're not going to talk about that, because my hands, my face, my neck, and my chest are all different colors. And then now I'm going over the blue lines with the blue eyeshadow. Also, if anyone actually cares, I can put what I used in the description box, but it was a bunch of random stuff from like Walmart and Hot Topic, so you can find those colors literally anywhere. It wasn't anything like fancy. I think they were trying to decide where to put more lines. I put some blue dots over one eyebrow. Towards the edge of my eyebrow, I started them rather big, and then it got smaller the further away I got from where I started. And then I did the same thing going in the opposite direction underneath with the white. Same thing before. I didn't like the color of it, so I ended up going over it in eyeshadow.
Daddy?
I think I used, a Q-tip for that, to be more precise. It was all kind of messy, but don't judge. And that was when I decided to make a line coming from the dots because I messed up with that bit of white eyeshadow. Same thing, went over it with eyeshadow. It also kind of set it and kept it from sliding around. Because when I went to go take it off later, I splashed water in my face and that stuff was going nowhere. Like, if I were to wear this to a con or cosplay in it, I could not sweat it off. Also, next time, I think I would do it and not do the under eye triangle on the left. I didn't like the way that turned out. And I went over that in blue eyeshadow. Man, I really don't like the way that looks. And next time I'm not going to do that. Then I was looking at it, seeing what else it needed. And I went over those dots with blue eyeshadow. And as you can see, the color's more noticeable. This whole thing really didn't take that long. It took me like maybe 40 minutes. And if I had known what I was doing beforehand, it would have taken me less time. But, you know, I was winging it, so... Then I decided to make some white stripes coming from the white dots, and then another blue stripe. Same thing, went over those with eyeshadow. I couldn't figure out what to do with my lips. And so I was thinking that, and I decided to put the blue eyeshadow stick on there, and then I think I put some eyeshadow, powder eyeshadow, but two different colors, one darker on the top lid and lighter on the bottom lip. Wow. Because at first I was just going to do the bottom, and then I was like, no, that looks weird. So then I put some on the top. That went on really nicely and came off really nicely as well, too. And I don't feel like it did anything weird to my lips. But I also had a ton of chapstick on my lips before I put that on, so that might have had something to do with it. I'm not really sure. But I set the bottom with a lighter eyeshadow. And then I put a darker one on the top. Also, sorry about the light flare. The sun was setting at this point and I didn't realize that, so oopsies. Also, if you can hear the washing machine in the background, I'm sorry about that too. Also, sorry that you only see the side of my face in the frame, but it's okay. And then here, I was just about done. I closed the blinds because I realized that there was a thing, and that was not cute either. But enjoy these pictures after I was finished.